So I worked with Mary Burns from the Education Development Centre. So it was two individuals working together on an issue we cared deeply about. It was about teacher development. It was produced as a response and as a challenge to the status quo of teacher development in these locations. We were frustrated. That's the truth. We saw that the work that was taking place just wasn't good enough and it wasn't helping teachers improve. So there was many workshops, but yet when it came to the classrooms, the practice was the same. Therefore, the investment in teachers wasn't leading to change in teacher development. And the purpose of teacher development is, of course, better student learning or better student learning outcomes. So we produced a guide led by 7 recommendations to help policymakers, donors, practitioners, implementers of teacher development work, whether at the national level, at teacher training college level, in-service level, help them improve their practice in teacher development. We launched a blog series in 2012, hosted by the INEE, the International Network for Education and Emergencies, and we got 20 education teacher development specialists across the world to write a blog. They wrote the blog and then there was a series of comments underneath. That turned into our data set. We added that to a literature review and then to a whole lot of analysis. And from that emerged these 7 recommendations. So the first recommendation is to focus on teachers as professionals, as learners, as individuals. Teachers are so often treated as a unit or as one of a group. The second recommendation is to do with the development of standards or competencies, and to use that as a means to support teachers to measure progress and help them along a trajectory of improvement. The third recommendation is to promote teacher collaboration. We know that teachers, when they work with other teachers, is a key route towards improving practice. The fourth one, for me, is one of the most critical. It is to provide teachers with ongoing support. So not one-off, not episodic, long-term support, frequent long-term support in multiple means as well. The traditional means is the workshop. We want to say the workshop on its own doesn't cut it. The fifth recommendation is to invest in teacher educators. Teacher trainers are often told, go off, deliver your workshop, go off and deliver your training. In the most fragile, the most challenging locations, the poorest countries in the world, they're the ones that desperately need the best teacher educators and they don't have them. The sixth recommendation is to improve instructional leadership within schools. Now, an instructional leader is a school leader whose primary purpose is to help the teachers in their school become better teachers. And the final recommendation is to apply ICT wisely. ICT could be wonderful. In some ways it can be wonderful, but it is only valuable from the evidence that we looked at. It's only valuable when it's accompanied by human-to-human interaction and when it's nested within a framework of good teacher development.